Talking for me. Oh, yeah, dude. Isn't this the exact same place that I left last time? Ah, damn it, I forgot to spice my food. I want it thoroughly seasoned. I'm getting deja vu. I don't like this. If this shit repeats, we're gonna have a problem.
Ah, it's you two again. I
No,
must
you.
say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Quick, throw a pie man at her.
Us? Distract you? A good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear
Sounds
of
safe.
you scheming children.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Everything.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient. Well,
And then
I'll
what?
leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia.
Is she scheming?
Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
What should we do?
Is that a threat?
She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
Quick, release the pigeons. Unleash them upon the countryside like a plague.
Good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time. Well,
Quick,
we
shit
can't
all
have
over
him
the
come up to
city.
Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good.
Seemed good to me. I mean, I don't have any options. Guess all we can do is take it one step at a time.
Then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Linny and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
I'm thirsty. The cross-eyed freak.
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait.
I like
I'm
the
glad
frill.
to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
Beheading
I
should
assume
suffice.
you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine. Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately. No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
So, death?
You're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one.
I wish this game would just
My
follow through on shit like that. It would
organization,
be
everyone is responsible for their own
so
actions.
totally inconsistent.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Yes,
Any
embarrassment.
organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them.
Come on, man, I'm eating.
I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filial, Nantoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
But that's awful.
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a
Execute
little
Order
longer.
66.
If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case,
Goddamn
I
name.
could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe.
So make it unprovable?
Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you. Do try and keep better track of it next time.
What
It
the
takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it. Permanently.
Oh,
Where'd you get
Pidgeotto.
that?
Plucked it out of the air. Well done.
I'm afraid that's
Some
all the
Karate
time
Kid
we
shit.
have to chat. Now, for the matter at hand. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side
Palace
for the
Mimosa.
time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned. Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
For what? There's so much cheese here. Christ. You should get Kamehameha out of this room as soon as I enter. Of course not. Turtle wave blast. Oh.
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette. I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded
Unlike the
the proper
house.
level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Leisure? Really gonna let him take his sweet time? See you in a month. You can't be serious. What? Did you just play Postman? I think he's a quick reader.
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette. So allow me to use water as an analogy. A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way. disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind.
There's just these things called
Not
lakes,
all
but
rivers
fair
are
enough.
destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Why are we talking about this?
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Not
Your
really.
words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with
Among
tainted
Us.
water.
He said the
It
meme.
may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's drained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest
Oh,
form.
she's setting up her children for adoption.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe?
The fuck?
Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I'm inclined
We have no
to
idea
accept
how it
your
happened,
proposal.
but we're certain we could
My thanks
influence
for your
future
generosity,
incidents.
Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy.
You
I
fool.
do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting? Yes?
Indeed. I trust you
This
would
thing
not
is so
overlook your
stupid. I love
commitment
it.
in the meantime.
The
All
finest
right,
water.
Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
Off to the next test. Oh, he's still there.
I believe I've told you before that my emotions easily resonate with those of others. Yet in the
As
few
you can tell.
meetings I've had with that Harbinger, I haven't been able to sense any aspect of her emotional state. Her mind is like a still body of water. Who knows what darkness lies in its depths, and the lack of ripples on the surface gives nothing away. It's unclear whether this is her natural state of being, or whether it's an incredible strength of will that gives her the ability to master her emotions. Either scenario, however, suggests she is a very dangerous individual. I do not expect an explanation as to why you two are by her side. Whatever your reasoning, I would only advise you to take caution.
What was the shape of the visions that they had? How is that Goofy Goober? Keep confusing Tomo with him. There he is. Okay, that's the shape. I don't know if we go in here. Okay, there it is. Never mind. Where do you want me to go? No. So why can't we start using delusions? That's what I want to know.
So, what exactly were you talking about back there? Paimon only
You know,
really
tainted
mentioned
water.
some rivers, a large body interrogation scheme?
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Yeah, well, no.
Paimon really hopes everything's going okay. Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Nope. Head empty. Shit. Does this auto continue? No. Ooh.
Oh, shoot. Are you alright?
Wow, they really Chekhov's gun that guy.
I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going.
Oh, you broke your nose. Pretty bad too, huh?
Well, let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper. On the house.
What? Hey, what?
Oh, you
Oh,
don't
right.
have
It's
to
just been over a
remember me.
month.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply. All the extras will be useless come tomorrow anyway. It's my
He's a
fault,
hearth boy, isn't he?
really. I was just trying to bring home some extra mora for the family, but I bit off more than I can chew. I haven't had many takers today, so I'm still swimming in papers.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get going, actually, so...
Hang up the scythe.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with mora, it's just... I don't have any on me at the moment.
I'll take 3 papers. Here, your payment.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes
Don't give
it's
me a
hard
love
to not
story.
get ahead of myself. Anyway, I should head out. Goodbye!
What a
Well,
goofy
now
goober.
that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
Actually, why don't we stick around for a little longer? Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless.
I don't know.
That
I'm
being
apparently
said,
the only one I
I
can click
could
on
be
waypoints.
persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have one condition. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Claire V, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Barely.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden? You're not gonna ask us to do something bad, are you?
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Then what can you possibly...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far.
It depends on your leverage.
Wonderful. Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay, sounds normal enough. But what do you mean, when the time comes? When is that supposed to be?
That is for you to decide.
We say gave you options, just like nope, decline.
Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Instant boss battle, instant execution, game over. I'd respect it. Ow, come on. Oh, well. Oh, shit. What am I doing? I keep forgetting about this. Wish these teleportation waypoints were permanent. But they're just there for the event. How many of these people are worth talking to? I'm just kind of curious. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure. So answer nope. What? Oh, this already sounds clunky. Cool. Can I just skip these? I assume not. Basic rocks, paper, scissors shit, but somehow already confusing. Okay.
Let's end this now!
Got it. actually got him. Hmm. Okay, almost all of them do single target damage. I mostly recommend that for some reason. I'm just gonna... Are those melee? Ranged. Why am I most worried about those guys? Ah, whatever. Aren't any element? Assuming they're recommending this for a reason, or that it's unlocked here for a reason. What the...
Going somewhere?
Ah, okay. Why are they that close?
Fall before me. Cut down. Finally, I feel the fairy.
Guys, those were supposed to be single targets, still hit multiple targets. What the shit? Well, their spawn rate is shit, so win by default. Goofy shit. Okay, mostly AoE. This is construct? Okay. Whatever the hell is not team. I think I want mostly AoE, but I don't even know. No idea what siege means. No, I want to get whatever isn't that. Fuck's sake. Okay. Hmm. Then I want something to attack flying. A lot of these. I Make faint. Deploy freely. We cryo, that seems good to me. I think cryo damage would be best. I don't know why I'm assuming they'll be wet, but still. Okay, actually, I just want to try this. Oh. Too bad I'm gonna fuck up the timing.
The wrong test subject.
I'm in trouble. Or am I? Got it. Really wish I had the healing now. Oh my god, that explosion! Jesus. Jesu Cristo. Really, the Hydro AoE actually killed the dude? There's nothing going on. What is this game mode? You just click whatever they put thumbs up on and then... What more do you need? They seem like they're entirely single target. Nope, nope, that is not correct. This one's pretty good at distracting them. It's also nice to have something beefy. What is this? Ooh, Animo. Does this do Geo? Hmm. Man, it'd just be nice if I had something more interesting. Can I do anything with these? So far, no nothing. Ooh, go get him! Jesus Christ, the siege guy is just so goddamn beefy. And then I can heal him. OP. Another one. What the shit is this? Who balanced this? That feels like a world record. Single target, group. That one mightn't be group. Absolutely, Mr. Siege Engine. I think I want the water shit, yes. So when I have this guy, having a bunch of ranged characters seems nice. I'm sure I want him because of that. No. If I can heal, I can get momentum. Then again, if I kill fast, I can get momentum, so that's not really much of an argument. This is yet another goofy game mode. I don't understand what they were thinking. Oh shit. Okay, well, I guess I gotta heal him. And he's just gonna die anyway. Where's my tower? It's like... This shit is comically easy. You just... pick whatever they recommend and then you win by default. You functionally have to go AFK in order for it not to happen. And then these goddamn siege engine guys have so much health that it doesn't matter that they don't attack anything. Who? I know, but they can change at any point. They really don't care, do they? And then I heal it and win by default. What? It's still not dead! Like, okay, so I need to somehow spend 2.5 minutes more in order to not get the 3rd star. I cannot believe it. Ow! Oh, it hasn't even unlocked, okay. I thought I had all this shit ready. Is this gonna be any better? Isn't the only difference that now I choose... Oh no, I do have a lineup? I thought it was just gonna be tower defense again. And I don't get to pick anything? Okay. Center, left flank. Ooh, they make it sound so complicated. Starboard bow. Stardate 66. During defense scenarios, defensive zones. Yeah. Spawn all the things. Whoops. What? I wasn't expecting it to move. Why did it move? The order was fucked. They do? I have no idea. New unit. Man, this is an amazing placed turret. And it misses. Okay, that's it. Get over here. It's just shooting the base it's supposed to be protecting. What's the new thing for endgamers? I don't know what you're referring to. Base new phone, left flank, some bullshit. Ooh. Okay, so they'll be flying. Or they can't attack flying, so that should be good. This side, Russian roulette. I can always group them. I'm gonna do it like this. There you go, vaporized. Oh, gee, okay. How do I group them up? New permanent event? What do you mean, like Spiral Abyss? I'm assuming that's what you mean. But Spiral Abyss wasn't good.
Where's the treasure?
So, how much hope is there for the new content? Like, have they revealed anything, or are they just saying they're adding more endgame stuff? And we're just gonna have to believe that it's gonna be hella hype, dude. So hype. I can't believe this turret. I actually can't. It keeps shooting the home base. That'll distract me. Quick, pull them away. Like, are they gonna do more stuff like Simulated Universe, where there's more roguelike shit? Because at the moment, Spiral Abyss and the cards are pretty pathetic. Doesn't really have a lot of mutation or utility. This is actually wonky. Did they really not let me pick what I want? Also, how does this work in this mode? Will only attack stronghold mechanisms. Has there only been leaks? Oh well, if this is what I have. Okay, so we got mines. We're dealing with mines, then we're putting that here. Everybody's single target, what the shit? Since he's ranged, I'm gonna put him there. Can I move him? Whoops. I'm sure it'll be fine. Wait. Those are ranged, which means anti-flying. Shit. Oh no no no. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yes, kill it. Cut my life into pieces. He's dead already. It's official for... Wait. This patch? Okay, guess I got something to look forward to. Center... Shit, I don't know what this does. I didn't read it. What is this supposed to do? Pull them together? Oh, this poor man. He's just on his own. Okay, so it just captures whatever target is there. What is the radius on this? Okay, well, if we're only here to capture important targets, then as soon as the big boy shows up, I'll trap it. And then otherwise wait. Okay, there she blows. Might as well nuke him at the same time. No! Are you kidding me? And what the fuck? The bird just ran in ahead of it! What the Come the fuck on! That is some bullshit. I don't care who you are. And then they go in the opposite direction. Great. Yes, freeze them. Wow, maximum deployables. I can't fucking believe. I'm just like, okay, I have to be really careful about this, even though it does matter. I need to make sure I imprison the right target. I see the giant golem come, like, hobbling towards me. I put down the trap. A fucking bird, a finch, just hops alongside it and runs in ahead of it. God fucking damn it. It's like they're just trying to fuck with me. Is all they're doing. And you know what? It's working. I am officially fucked with. This is left flank. They don't fly. Can't attack flyers, so I'm gonna go this. But these guys are... Shit, this is AoE though. What am I doing? Okay. Well, at least I'm getting reactions. God damn it! Hell is happening here? Yeah, I'm just getting annoyed because I can. It's a choice. Okay, again, it seems like I should say flyers to the left. But I'm worried about the right side. So they got nothing there, functionally. Oh yeah, wait, these dudes should be like immune to electro, so just send them in first. Go, move, go, do it. You know, there you go. Hell yeah. Literally immune. But then so is this guy. Are they ever gonna become active? I like how he froze, but his sword just kept going. Yes, please kill the flying thing. Please kill the flying thing. Thank you. Okay, so... what comes first, though? Since there's gonna be lightning to the right, I should send this dude in with a lightning shield. And then it's of course that goddamn thing. Well, I need to be able to attack it somehow. Why is everybody coming from the right side? Oh hell yeah, lightning versus lightning, let's go. Dude, did you see that epic flank? Why do I care? And I keep forgetting to use my skill. Aptly named. Vaped. Cut my life into pieces. Oh wait, he uses a fire axe, doesn't he? God damn it. You're right, this is absolutely playable with brain rot. Good for me. If this is any indicator as to the end game, ooh, chef's kiss. Oh no, they let me heal my units now? Big mistake. Okay, fires to the left, bullshit to the right. Who does lightning? They do lightning. Okay, let's see. Uh-huh. I guess I want Big Boy to deal with a single target. He's fucking ranged. So here's why healing is overpowered. I'm just not gonna lose units now. Never again. Yeah, you know, minus any fun parts. What else is new? Oh. Please keep my seahorse alive. I feel like we need something to talk about. How you been? How's life? How's the wife? That's what people usually talk about, right? And once again, they only do one site at a time? And then this dude just confuses them. Oh no. Another ranged character? Nice. Oh no. Oh no! So what I just said about characters never dying, if you're good, the logic applies. Left to Franco. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. We don't let that shit fly here. Unintended. Okay, is my Seahorse even gonna get in range? Ooh! God damn, that's some strong ass healing. Great. I love shit that just repeats ad infinitum. Why am I not putting them here in the middle where I know they will attack both lanes? I'm just not thinking at all. 98%. Redo it. I'm on the second to last mission and it's still like this? This is hard to believe. Okay. These guys do splash damage. These guys do single target. These group this big. What am I thinking about this? So it's almost entirely single target damage that I want. Oh. Sorry, I found that funny because that seems to be most people's dating experiences. It's like I've recently had conversations with a friend of mine about the exact same thing, but it says it goes both ways. Like he also finds them boring, so it's like, yeah, fuck it. Well, actually, he mostly finds them boring. One shot the... No, that can't be real. Deploy the thing. Deploy the things. Ah! Kill him.
Let's end this now.
How did he have no health? Ooh, water. The ultimate element.
Let's end this now.
But hey, at least you're trying. I'm not. As far as I'm concerned, dating, just not a problem. Okay, surely the flying units can't run into this, right? Right? It's not gonna happen again, right? That wouldn't make sense. They wouldn't do... Wait. Wait. Why are you so far over here? Move over. Move... Golem. Why aren't you going for the objective? Oh my god, they're beating him! Yes, end it now. Do it. Oh. God damn, they're so beefy. Why do they have so much health? Okay, cool. I basically need additional units just to even attack these guys. That's very cool. It sure is. Question is, are you gonna keep putting up with it? Or just quit like a giga Chad? You see, this is why people should be gay. It just gives you more options. You can't lose if you're bi. Oh, for fuck's sake. Speaking of not being able to lose. They'll never see it coming. Ah, shit. Can I heal that? Time to heal. It's like, whenever my friends talk about dating, it feels like people are still in high school. It just sounds so disappointing, like how superficial most people are. And I just keep asking myself, like, is this actually worth it? Like, why would you keep doing it? Ah, okay. What, you're scared of them counterattacking? a feint parry and a pirouette retaliation? They just go full Witcher on you. Fucking imagery is so stupid. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, there we go. I don't know why I clicked both of those. I wanted to see how many... Hey. My friend who I guess also fits that description, he's married, he's way ahead of me. You see, all you gotta do is find an Asian girlfriend and then it doesn't matter, it seems. That's just something that I noticed. Like, all my Asian friends, like, hang together. There's like no... I don't know why, there's like no interracial relationships there. Like, I'm friends with the Asians, but none of them have, like, interracial relationships. That's weird to me. Like, is that cultural overlap that important? I don't know. I mean, let me be specific. It's not just that they're Asian. It's like they're from the same culture.
Add Astra.
I guess it's just easier to meet people. But is that what people are looking for? Like, are those the things that you have to have in common? You'd think there'd be something deeper there. Like, are you a good person? Do you have the same hobbies? Not just, are you from the same cultural background? I feel like I should ask him that. romantic relationships. Like, obviously, since they're my friends, we have friendships. That's not what I'm saying. Although he has talked about some of the people he knows being weirdly segregated. Like, they're so much closer to their family than friends on the outside that pretty much all the people they know are, again, from the same culture and that circle of people that they know. But I got a feeling that it's actually really normal, and I'm just used to a very different set of circumstances, because it's been repeatedly pointed out how, for example, if... Let me see if I can structure this correctly and be able to make it funny. It's like if you're an Englishman, there's like some rivalry between them and the French. So if you meet a Frenchman, you just go, fuck you. But if you're in a foreign country, depending on how foreign that country is, you go from being like, hey, another white person, woo, to being like, oh, another French person, that's great. But it's like, the closer you are to home, the more picky you get to be with the people that you hang around, and the less need you have for familiarity. So, like, some people have rivalries with schools that are just like 2 streets down from them, and that shit seems to stop mattering a lot once you move far enough out of your country. So I think if I, for whatever reason, had... Wait, I just realized this doesn't apply to me. I was studying abroad, and they put me in a house where I had... I guess it wouldn't be roommates, but housemates who were from the same country as me, and it didn't matter to me at all. I hung out with like everybody else. I barely saw the people I shared a house with. That's kind of weird. But maybe that's their luxury. Then again, I only studied like across the pond, so to speak, over in England. So maybe if I moved farther away, I might have a stronger need for cultural similarities. Yeah. Like a more shared understanding, I guess. Oh yeah, like, that's the other thing. Again, like, when my friend talks about dating, he talks about how shallow people are, and one of the things is that some people just seem straight up unwilling to try and understand the other person, but they demand being understood by the other person. So it's like they give nothing and demand everything, and that shit's hilarious for me. I don't understand how those people can operate. What the hell is that? What are these? Can I? You're mine now. Damn it. Okay. No, I'm not talking romantically. I'm just talking like generally people seem to prefer a level of familiarity. What I said that was my experience was pretty much the opposite. Like, when I was put in a house with people from my same country, I didn't care. Like, I hung out with people who were from the country I studied in instead. Well, actually, a lot of other people also studied there from abroad. Like Dave's from Czechoslovakia, another dude was from Germany. There were a lot of other people that I spoke to, so it didn't matter to me that there was cultural overlap. But then again, some of those cultures are probably similar enough to that it doesn't matter. Like, I remember growing up, there were kids from different cultures and different religions, and they behaved in ways that just confused me and didn't understand them.
And those that come across new.
But I think that's like a first generation thing.
So it is where many things come to settle.
But I don't know how differently people are raised. What? Okay, that's mine. I am lost. For the kitty. What am I doing? Once this tree gets a bit larger, I'll cut its leaves down and make some tea for you all. Oh, cloud retainer, huh? You plant trees anyway you like on my turf. You have nerve to spout such things. Yada yada yada. Some tall tree still remembers the sound of that bough. I just feel like it's more interesting to talk to different people. I probably have a threshold for the type of people I would like to hang out with, but I generally don't have a problem with people of most different temperaments.
Certainly worth the
Like,
extra mile.
I hung out with a lot of outgoing people, but I also am friends with a lot of introverts. And I had friendships with a lot of people who were like pretty socially awkward. And other people who were socially outgoing, and people with very different opinions. So I often confused when people seem to be unable to get along with people based on simple disagreements. Like, it seems like some people couldn't get along just because they disagreed on like a movie or something. It's like, oh well, if he likes that, I can't hang out with him anymore. I remember there was this one guy that people kept talking shit about. It's like, I can't stand that guy. And I never noticed the problem. I was apparently oblivious to everything that made him annoying. I'm not sure what that says about me. It's like, when I hear them talk that way, it makes me think, like, I have to be as obnoxious as that guy, and they're just not willing to tell me to my face. Like, if I can't see the problem with how he's acting, then that seems like it's a me problem. I've kind of heard about that. Not sure that's a hard rule, so to speak. But I know a lot of people who have that sort of dynamic, where because one of them really likes talking, having the other person being willing to listen, it just works. But that's not necessarily what extroverted and introverted means. Like, when when people see me in social situations, they assume that I'm extroverted, but based on the common definition used, I am definitely not. I get stressed in a lot of social situations because I feel responsible for the other person's mental state. So I need to make sure that they have a good time. And because of that, I don't get energy from those situations, which is how it's usually defined. But I don't know how useful those definitions even are. Introverts can't be friends with the same type? Really? I think most of my friends are introverts too.
Unsolicited,
But it's like,
and all the more valuable for it.
I don't know if people even use the same definitions for this, because if you see people being loud in public, then most people would assume that they're extroverted, and I feel like that's sort of a fair assumption. So, like, when you have somebody who's a good public speaker... I haven't fished there once. Ah, fuck it. Actually, why am I here? I was trying to finish up this place. What do you mean they're pretty much well known? As in they're popular? Highly extroverted? Straight up famous? I don't think I've kept track of where I haven't picked it. Oh well. Okay, but are you telling me that those two friends of yours don't get along with each other? Oh no, wait, no, they're extroverted. So they would get along. But you don't have any introverted friends then? Like, this theory just doesn't map onto my own experience. Huh. And you haven't seen any introverts get along either, personally. I mean... I'm about to make this perhaps too deeply philosophical, but I feel like it depends on how you define friendships, even.
I see everything.
Because depending on
Stand with me.
how strict of a criteria you use,
Hey,
I have either a lot or almost no friends.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Like, there are a lot of people I consider friends, but because I haven't seen them in so long, it's like Schrodinger's friendship. Like, we could be tired of seeing each other, and we just don't know it yet, because we haven't seen each other in ages.
grow. Dissipate. Out of my way.
But I would still consider them my friends, personally. What is a friend, if you haven't seen them in ages? Oh wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, I hate it when they have the elemental requirements. What the heck? Where's the last team I used for Animo? This team looks like crap. Really? This? That looks sketchy. Boop. Oh, it's for the bubbles. Oh, I'm an idiot. Is it moving? Any day now? And it should hit them at the same time. Is this ever gonna quit? Please tell me that's good enough. Okay, Christ. I thought they were to punish me for my impatience. That has been one of the most annoying things about these puzzles. Some of them feel like they have to be pixel perfect. So they're like right on the edge of each other, and I get impatient, so I pop it early instead of measuring twice and cutting once or whatever the phrase is. I have to redo the whole goddamn thing over again. Oh! Do you feel like you've had any wasted relationships? Like, you were friends with some people so long and then it just ended and I'm like, oh, fuck, I wasted my time. Wait, where the fuck is my old team? Oh, it was right here. I'm an idiot. I can remember some childhood friends, and when I look back, I'm just like, I don't know why we lost contact or how. It's just like we stopped seeing each other, and then we didn't regain any contact. But I feel like I shouldn't view it in that way. Whereas, like, no friendship is worth it unless it's permanent. Don't think that's the best way of viewing it. Ugh, come on, do you really have to get the bubble skill? Come on. I remember I felt really bad about one of them, where he, in a certain period, was really active in trying to maintain contact, but the rest of our friend group wasn't. And it's not that I minded hanging out with him, but I'm bad at taking initiative, and especially if I've had days where I couldn't hang out very often, I start feeling guilty about it, and then I and then I get embarrassed about hanging out, and instead of actually socializing or explaining anything, I just like stonewall, basically. One of the worst habits I've had. Thank God I don't do that a lot anymore. Probably because I haven't had the opportunity to, because none of my all our friends are just too busy. All of them. I don't want to be old. I've talked about this with Isaac, how I think it's funny that friendship is seen as such a childish theme in movies that it doesn't really get explored in adult films. that makes it sound like a porno. You know what I mean? Movies for adults. But it seems like it would be highly relevant. Because making friends as an adult is like something nobody's taught. Like when you're a kid, you're just around people and kids and just like mass exposed to other people. So you're like bound to find somebody that you like. But if you're at work, you might just have like, instead of over 100 kids, you have like 10 people. And then if you don't like any of those 10 people, you're shit out of luck. And from what I heard about how COVID affected people, it seems like trying to make friends is actually difficult for a lot of people. Oh, put away. So it's weird to me that it doesn't really get explored in movies. It's like it all gets replaced with romance instead, is what it feels like. Like friendship is never celebrated in movies. Dude, I would actually think that would be really funny and actually appreciate it if they made movies about friendships instead of romances. Just like, dude, I like my bro. Dude, he's so fun to hang out with. And I think we're gonna be friends. And that's how it ends instead of we're getting married. Friendships are great, man. How am I not detecting any goddamn chests? Like, I know I haven't been in this area properly. God damn it, I wish I kept track of where I'd been nearby. Oh well. Yeah, I think that's a problem. It's like, if it's too managed, people would just probably assume it's a gay romance instead of a friendship. Too bad. It's like, one of my favorite movies is basically just a friendship. The Intouchables, which shouldn't be confused with The Untouchables, which is a mafia movie, is a French movie about basically just a guy who gets a friend. And it's like, that's it. That's all it is. Les Intouchables, I guess it's how it's pronounced in French. Okay, some of these are confusing to me. I've stepped on one of those, and they just, like, point the camera in a direction, and then nothing happens. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I hope that doesn't happen again. Hey, where are you going? Okay, here we go. Friendship movies for adults sounds gay. I don't know. I don't know why. That's a good line. What the fuck? Is that a paw print? Wait. Am I supposed to blow this thing over there? Please don't tell me that's what I'm supposed to do. But why is this here if I'm not supposed to do anything with it? I don't have a way of moving it. So this was just to send me even higher for shits and giggles? Or am I missing something? I hope I'm not. Friendship movies for adults sounds gay while I'm playing this shit. You're not wrong. Oh no. Oh, hey, drumstick.
And all the more valuable for it.
Ah, fuck, that's right. I got so many of these maps by now. Probably gonna leave that for way later. What the hell is this? Die. Oh, I have to hit it in midair. Ah, I see. Okay. I mean, it depends on how you measure it. It's like, how to put this? People have this really weird idea of relationships and dating. Like, I see so many people being like, I'm gonna find a person who likes me for me. It's like, that's a really bad attitude if you're a piece of shit. Like, the part of the problem is that you have to figure out a dynamic that you're like with the other person. Like, I don't feel like ego has anything to do with it. Like, if there are too many compromises, that sounds like a red flag.
Wine tastes the same as I remember.
But if there are no compromises, that's also a red flag.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Damn, Zhongli, you so wise.
Everyone hold hands.
Dude, he went fucking full hardcore parkour. What the fuck? No.
Shine down. This is order.
So would I? Yeah, probably. Like, I don't know what my ego has to do with it. Like, if they want me to behave differently, then if it's not unreasonable, then I probably would. I think the problem is where people draw the line. Has somebody made unreasonable expectations of you? I'm assuming that's where the question's coming from. Like, some compromises are worth making and some aren't. Like, if you if you think the compromise is gonna make you miserable, or how to put this? Some people make compromises where it makes it seem like the relationship loses its meaning. Like, some people seem like they want to get into a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship, as opposed to, like, having an understanding of what they want from the relationship. I mean, how to put this? You probably, like, some of the best advice is God damn it. It's like, it doesn't even function as advice. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. Like, most people need to work on their confidence, and being confident doesn't mean matching energy or anything like that. Is like, what it means is you have to be okay with a bad outcome when you go into a date. It's like, if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out, and you move on to the next one. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Like, if they're for some reason not behaving like a good date, you don't have to be spiteful about it. It's just like, shrug and move on. But generally speaking, if I also don't take this shit particularly seriously. Like, I won't try to make the other person angry, but I might start fucking with them for my own entertainment if I find how they're acting is kind of ridiculous. But I'm generally careful about it because, again, I usually feel guilty about the emotional situation of the other person. But I'm very quick to push boundaries because you're gonna have to figure out where they are at some point, especially if you're looking for a romantic relationship. So you might as well start immediately, but you also have to figure out what's reasonable. But again, like, finding out where they stand earlier is better than finding it out later, because if you want to be effective about it, which also is a weird way to phrase dating, but yeah. If you want to be effective about it, then you should get the information as soon as possible. Like, for example, if a complete deal breaker for you is whether or not you can have kids, there's no reason to not open up with that question. And here's the thing. people hear, a lot of people hear that and they go, you can't do that. That'll fuck up the entire date from the step one. But it's like, people underestimate what you can get away with if you just do it with a smile.
Final day.
And also, you need to have the Dark Souls mentality. Like, again, you need to be okay with there being a bad outcome. And your focus from the beginning shouldn't be, I'm going to find the one. Your focus from the beginning should be, I need to get better at dating. You need to level up, get your skills, figure out what you can get away with, figure out how to be more playful, more social, etc. Also, how to read the other person so you know what you can get away with. Or what you should even try. There's often patterns that you can recognize over time. And technically, even autistic people do that. But also, I don't know why this seems to be a thing. Like, a lot of people come to me for advice about those things, but I don't have any interest in it myself, but they seem to take my advice. So maybe we should take it with a grain of salt. I really thought I had more to hand in. God damn it. When do I get the next key? Isn't it on this list? What the shit? Here's a way I tend to think about it. Stop thinking about it as a you or me. Think about it as an us problem. Like, some people just don't match, and that's fine, and then you move on. Maybe there's maybe they're a shit person, and there's nobody out there for them, but then that's their problem, and that shouldn't concern you. But figuring out what you need to work on is I don't know. That's not a conversation I've had a lot, actually. Like, when I talk to my friend about it, who's doing a lot of dating, he talks about very small mistakes, but he blows it out of proportion, where he feels really guilty about them. But I just tell him that he can very quickly and easily clarify this, and also, if the other person is somebody who's worth being interested in, they should also have the understanding of, like, simple mistakes that he makes. And again, that's something that I find to be highly relevant. Not everybody is worth dating, like, let's be honest. And again, this has nothing to do with, like, an overall moral evaluation. If they just don't match you, then there's no point in trying to force yourself into a relationship with them. Like, are you the type of person to... Wow, I really thought I would get them all in that chat, but okay. Are you the type of person who thinks about previous relationships and felt like it could have been something more if you didn't, like, fuck it up somehow? I guess what I'm asking is if you're an overthinker, but I'm trying to be more specific about it. Like, in my experience, overthinking is usually what ruins a lot of relationships, and it doesn't even, like, that's not even romantic ones. Like, I've seen, like, friendships between people be destroyed because the other person, like, one person misinterprets the other, and it's too awkward for them to clarify or, like, have a proper discussion to make sure that they have the same understanding. And because they're not willing to do that, the friendship just, like, falls apart through lack of effort. And to me, that's incredibly disappointing. But yeah, like almost the only red flag that I can think of that would call like a genuine red flag is if communication is impossible. Like if there's just some things that they seem like physically incapable of understanding, that's like a dead end. Otherwise, like if you can't communicate and they have a willingness to communicate and a willingness to understand, then like that's like those are the only two things you really need to me. I swear to God, most people are. How do I put this? I think that's a green flag or whatever the fuck the term would be.
Journey has its final day.
If people don't reflect on their actions, like, oof, those sound like some of the worst people.
There is no escape. Quietly now. Gotcha.
Or maybe I'm being too judgy.
Committed to memory.
Man, what the fuck are you doing here?
Catch.
I've done this area already, right? Oh yeah, I still have to polish those stones. No, that's gay. Okay, so where are we at? I don't know. I feel like I need more information from you to know which direction to take this conversation. Dating things sound stressful. Also could have phrased that better, but whatever. How do I... Oh, come the fuck on. Is that it? I don't understand these puzzles. Like, you're just doing things. Where is the stingray? What the fuck is a stingray doing in a pond? You know what I think I want to know. Boom. I wonder how much Isaac would like for me to talk about his eating experience. We've done that shit on stream a few times. But I feel like he'd probably want to be present for me to talk about them. I don't know.
One man's stone is another
Anyway,
man's
I need to BRB really quick. Tap out some shit you want me to address by the time I'm back. Burp. And then I'll hit escape so you don't have to listen to Zhongli ramble on about wine. Damn alcoholic. Well, except a therapist doesn't take a shit in the middle of a patient conversation, I think. Um. Also, it's funny. This is how most of my conversations with my friends go, and it's the conclusion most of them also seem to reach. But also, these are the conversations that I like. I'm not good at fluffy, superficial shit, although I can often joke about them in a way where it seems like that, which is what I'm about to do. I think of dating as Pokemon. Like you have different elements, some of them counter others, and some matchups are worse than others. But dating is supposed to be a Pokemon battle where you're like, okay, I'm hellbent on beating this. It's not supposed to be a challenge to be overcome. You're supposed to find a matchup that works for you. And it's not unfeasible to have to go through like hundreds of dates before finding somebody that you're after. And I think this is where having a unnecessarily scientific understanding of the circumstances and statistics can actually help, because it can provide some comfort in knowing whether or not you're making the right or wrong choices. There's a book called Algorithms to Live By, which I thought was really boring in the beginning, but I was glad I read by the end. And there was one thing they talked about, which was like the statistically correct of time to experiment versus making a decision when it comes to anything. And this also applies to dating. And since it's not unfeasible to assume that you have to go through like hundreds of dates before you're supposed to find the one you like, what you should be doing is going through 36 dates. 36 of those 100 dates. In other words, 36%. Just not making a decision, just seeing the people you have to work with, finding out what you like and what you don't like, and then on the 37th, you're now getting ready to make a decision. So like you have to accept a 30% failure rate in order to optimize for your odds of finding the ideal person for you without dismissing any of the participants too early. Like the assumption with this statistic is actually based on the fact that you will never see those 36 people again. The fact that you actually can makes this sort of statistics thing. Where the fuck did you come from? Makes this sort of statistics thing a lot more lenient. Like even if you fuck up like a date earlier on, you can still get in contact with them if you realize that actually this was one of the better dates that I've been on. Of course, you have to be humble about it and suck it up. The fact that you have to probably apologize for how it went before. But, cross that bridge when you get there. Also, you and me have perfect timing. I have to go and do housework. Talking to Franco about dating experiences. And it's funny how consistent it is. Like, so many people have problems with interacting with other people and just thinking, what the fuck is wrong with them? Is something wrong with me? I don't know what's happening. I just think that's funny how consistently that happens. But yeah, I have to go make myself useful. Sorry about the timing. See you later. Bye.